I just wanted to make sure that you're okay.
What makes you think that I might not be okay?
Hi guys, I'm Lorna. Welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about the trauma face expression. Do you know what is a trauma face? I will tell you right away. So in this culture of glow up, we also have the glow down. I know I spoke a lot about glow up, about how to make your life easier, how to be, how to change your life, how to heal your inner child, all those stuff of glowing up mentally, physically a bit. Kind of not talking a lot about the physical, but still, of glowing up. We also have the glow down, and the glow down is when you are not feeling really good. So you kind of have a trauma phase, and I think everything is said in the name: trauma and face. So let's put it together, and then you have my face after depression.
Oh, how you doing?
I'm fine.
To be honest, today I'm feeling way better than a few months ago, but perhaps we're in June, and in January I had a huge trauma phase, really. And this is because I wasn't feeling good, but there's also different factors.
If we've been successful, well and good, there are no problems. But if, on the other hand, this final treatment has not achieved the desired result, please remember, Miss Tyler, that you can still live a long and fruitful life among people of your own kind.
So why do we say that we have a trauma phase? So, as I said, it's because of a glow down, and because we don't really suit the beauty of today. And what is kind of the beauty of today? I don't know if you realize, but we really had different types of beauty throughout the years. I mean, there's a beauty in the 50s, there was the beauty in the 70s, and the Y2K era. There's kind of different type of beauty, let's be honest. It goes automatically with fashion, but there's also a beauty standards, and it applies to your face too. So now that we're in the TikTok pretty era, even if you're not on TikTok, if you're gonna tell me I'm not on TikTok, TikTok is weird, TikTok, it's scary a bit, I agree with you. I'm on it because I want to, do a bit of critical thinking sometimes on this platform. I didn't went perhaps for a month now because people they bored me a bit, but even if you're not on TikTok, you know the beauty standards of today. It's, unless you're perhaps, and if you're not even watching me right now, but unless you're in a cabin in the woods, I don't know how you do, but you cannot not know what the beauty standard is today. And the beauty standard is the TikTok pretty, and the TikTok pretty is the beauty of filters, and the beauty of filters is having a face like the Kardashians, and having the big lips, and having the tiny nose, and having a chin that is not too up but not too low, and having a bit of cheekbones, and having this kind of a bit more, high, and you can push your hair back together and have a nice clean aesthetic. Not that I'm gonna say all of this is bad, because I'm not gonna lie, there's some features that I like, but it's not natural. It's the fake natural, and it's really conformism. And really, when we used to be kids, we had some favorite TV show, and in those favorite TV show there were some characters that are really different ones from the other. They were really different, so we had our own preferences. Like if you watch Charmed, then perhaps you like Prue, then perhaps you like Phoebe. it depends on your, your preference. But now there's less preferences. It's good if you have some, but really these standards will make you go to the more harmonious face, and that means all the features that I said before. So sometimes it's fake, so you can you can spot it a bit, and then if you're a bit more like, no, I prefer people who are really natural, so you would not like someone with the big lips, that really seem fake, but you will like it when it's naturally like this. So you still have the standards of this. Like, really, I really think that Prue in Charmed didn't have, like, she had a really thin mouth, I think, really thin lips. I don't know, I have maybe inserted little pictures there. Yeah. And so in the past we had like our TV show with our favorite characters, and now it's difficult to choose one. Like, firstly, now it's most of it is TV reality. We have our own opinion about it. That's fine if you don't like it, but let's pretend you like it. Let's pretend it's your show. Watch the reality TV show that was made like a couple years ago, and watch the one from today. And it's difficult to choose the beauty that you like in the newest TV show, because they seem a bit all alike. They all have the same features. Okay, sometimes it depends on the skin tone, on the height, the hair, but they check the boxes, and it's less, beauty is relative, so it's less personal, it's less your own choice. I don't know if you know what I mean. It's difficult. So when you say you have a trauma face, it's also because you are not checking the boxes.
No change. No change at all. Straight of it. Turn on the light. Needle, please.
I still have the same face that I had like 6 months ago. I just don't have the same trauma face, because now I feel a bit better, and now I own my face. Now I feel like I'm pretty as myself. And before, I had a trauma face because I was comparing myself to the beauty that I should have. I was like, perhaps my lips are a bit too thin, perhaps I have, I don't know, my skin is really grey, something like this. I have some new wrinkles. I still have kind of all of this, but as I am feeling more myself, I less have to be the TikTok pretty. It's easier to feel confident. And why is it so hard to feel like we don't have this TikTok pretty face? This is mainly because it's not your generation. It's really not a lot the case for people that are Gen Z or under Gen Z. Like the Zoomers are really Sephora kids. I mean, the Sephora kids, I think they are around, perhaps now I think they're alpha generation. But those person under millennials, they know that they grew up with a brush in their hands. They know how to contour. They know how to do perfect eyeliner. And I thought I was great at eyeliner. I used to be an emo. So, no, I'm not good at all. I'm not good at putting my makeup. I thought I was. Like I wear a lot of makeup. Like, you notice me and, but it's not as much as they do today when it's only like full face makeup, like, because today you hear that you need this serum, you need this concealer, you need this and this and this. Today I don't have any foundation. I put a bit of concealer there, I put a bit of blush, obviously eyeliner, brows and lips. But I'm not like a full face that today. And it's a lot what I have on my face. I mean, I don't look like this in the morning. You saw me in one of my latest video. This dropped all my views. I shouldn't show my face like this. It dropped all my views from YouTube since I posted my face like with my glasses and all. Glasses also is a feature that you shouldn't have in 2024. You can have like those metallic glasses, but if you wear them for a bit too long, like people notice that you are someone with glasses. And the one who wears glasses is a nerd, and the nerd is not pretty, so you cannot be TikTok pretty. Hence, you have a trauma face. So it's difficult to be not a zoomer, to not have like those skills, makeup skills, and also, I mean, not everyone can afford it. I mean, if it's my lips are fine, I'm happy with my lips, but if my lips were thinner and I really wanted to make them bigger, it's a cost. It's a price to do it. I mean, you cannot do it like this. So yeah, not everyone can afford to have a TikTok pretty face and to leave our trauma face in the closet. There's also the mindset of only praising the glow up, when glow down is obviously a part of life. You don't only glow up. In which world is that? I mean, life is not like this or like this, so I hope so. Life is a bit like this. A bit more for me because of bipolar, but yeah, life is like this, sometimes like this, and then, it's not linear. So it's normal that you glow down, but no one talks about it. And because no one talks about it, then it's really bad to have a trauma face. When it's only a sort of, starting block before you're gonna jump and have your glow face, you need to remember that having a trauma face and glowing down is only a step back to glow up. And I think people don't talk enough about the glow down, and this is also a bit, negative way to say it. We should find a way to mention it a new way, but it's a part of life, and you don't always go, forward. You also go backward to go a bit more forward afterwards, but there's also the other part, and we have to stop like shaming it as it's very a bad thing. I know that I mixed a bit the term of trauma face, which is a bit more of how you're doing, like if you were with the wrong person, like perhaps, I don't know if you have this, but when you do your makeup when you're not familiar with, like perhaps at your boyfriend or whatever, you don't do your makeup as well as when you're home. I don't know if you do this. It's the case for me. If I do my makeup elsewhere, it's not as good as if I did it in my house. So this is also part of the trauma phase, being not in the good environment, eating what you shouldn't eat, obviously not sleeping, all of this, depression thing that is not only not being a TikTok pretty, it's also very mental. But both are a bit related, and it's also really related to the pretty privilege, and perhaps I will do a video on its own about this. But the pretty privilege is also something that I always experience, and I don't want to hear that it doesn't exist. It exists so much, pretty privilege. Like, this is the case when you glow down, when you have this trauma face. You have as chances as when you are glowing up, as when you are really feeling good, wearing the makeup and that you want, being fierce and bold. And it's not the same, really. It's not the same at all to feel pretty, to be pretty also, because when you feel pretty, then you express it, and then people see you also pretty. This is very simple, basic, but it's true. And because of this, there is this privilege of, you can have what you want. Okay, you can have a bit of problems in the streets with gross men, but it's easier. Oh my god, having everything, like having people wanting to talk to you, and even friends, even, it's not like only having guys want to talk to you, or girls if you're a lesbian, but it's not this, it's also you're kind of attracting people. So I'm not saying this is bad, but I'm not saying anything. I'm neutral about it. I'm just saying it exists. And this privilege is also very important to take into account when you're thinking about your trauma face, because your trauma face will hold you down from, having what you want. It's true. When you're, applying for anything, you have your trauma face, you have your glow up face, the answer will be completely different. I'm sorry, it's true. The response of other people with you, it's always different. I'm going to conclude not on the trauma phase, because having a trauma phase is hard, and as I said, it takes away your pretty privilege. That is kind of TikTok pretty nowadays. So I just want to say that this pretty privilege, and hence TikTok pretty, having those filters, features, this emphasizes so much the misogyny that is deep anchored in our world, really. Because even women will shame other women to want to do those lip injection, to want to do those any kind of plastic surgery, because they want to be in the beauty standards. And who has to blame them? I mean, they just want to fit in, not to be held off society, just to open their possibilities in the world. And all this pretty privilege that I talked about, I don't blame them. I know it's standards, nowadays standards. We all have our opinion about it. I know those filters are kind of scary sometimes, but we all have our opinions. But let's don't blame the women who wants to do those, change on their face or body. It goes also with a tattoo, piercing. I'm a bit more into tattoos or piercing. That makes me feel good and confident. And like the last month, I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you noticed, but I don't have like the little piercing. They went away, so I was like, I didn't. I only have one, and then I took it out. I might do it because I really liked it. But the last month that when I had it, it made me feel so pretty, and I forgot this feeling. And now now I just take it off, and I'm like, oh, I'm still pretty, because it helped me at a moment that I was like, kind of thinking my nose is big, so it can help. For me, it's piercing and it's tattoos, a bit more piercing because it's temporary. Tattoos, it's a bit more, I don't know, it's a bit more personal. It's less to hide something for me, it's just to improve. It's a bit more positive. Piercing are a bit negative. To me, piercing a bit negative, and the tattoos are positive, just so you know. But it's fine because the negative one are temporary. But yeah, don't blame women who wants to do this, because it's the pressure of society, of also men. I mean, just think a minute. To who is all of this a benefit? That women just, feel down and have to be all the same and to look a certain way. To whom is it beneficial? To men. It's not women. It's not in between them. I mean, a part of perhaps making someone jealous, a part of making those pick-me girls saying, oh, she shouldn't make this because it's not good to do lip injection. I don't give a neff if they do it, as long as they feel comfortable. But the thing under all of this is that it only benefit to one and only type of person. It's men. And why is it men? Because it just create this playboy dream that they wanted first, so they have it like without paying any kind of escort or any women that they couldn't have. Like now they have it, so it's a benefit for them, and it's a benefit also for capitalism. Because when you don't have thin lips, you will have to do lip injection. And in the pocket of whom is it gonna go, this money? Capitalism! Yeah! And a lot of time it's Guy Plastic Surgery Institute. I don't know why. It's often more guy plastic surgeon than women plastic surgeon. So yeah, I just want to say, okay, I had a trauma face. Okay, it makes me a bit angry because of all this TikTok pretty concept, but I'm not gonna have anything against the woman who wants to be like this, because it's not them the problem. So I hope you felt how angry this made me. Like, this conclusion made me a tiny bit angry. Anyway, so I hope you liked it. Again, this I think will go on my Spotify account, and I see you in my next video. Cheers.